Oh man, what a joy it is to be back hiking. I'm hiking for the first time since April 2nd. I'm in Tepoztlan. It's been closed. They actually closed the town for visitors. The only people that were allowed here in the town were visitors since I think March, April 9th or something. I think it's been closed. I haven't been hiking anywhere since April 2nd. I haven't been here in Tepoztlan since probably February maybe. So I'm back here in Tepoztlan. They opened it this week, and it's a Thursday. I even took the day off. I was so excited I couldn't wait until the weekend. I took the day off work to come do it here today. Also because Sunday it gets very crowded, and I don't want to be here around coronavirus epidemic times. I don't like being here at the best of times on Sunday because it's too crowded, but especially during coronavirus, it's just too much. So I'm gonna do my hike. I've done this hike many times. I think parts of this hike I think I've done close to 50, maybe over 50 times. So I'm here by myself, and I'm going to do this one today, and I'm going to document the whole thing. On my way, I had to go through a little tricky part before I started filming. It's very wet today. It poured rain all last night, so it's very wet. This is a little bit challenging anytime, but when it's wet, you got to be very careful. I've said that many times. There's not water pouring down, but everything is wet and slick. Even at the best of times, these rocks are very smooth, so it's easy to slip. And we're at the height of the rainy season now, so it's very green. And so most of this area that I'm going to be in today, it's in forest, so it never gets any sunlight, so it stays wet all the time. I got my good boots on. I'm as sure-footed as a mountain goat. I hope. And very, very humid. I think it's only 19 or 20, maybe 21 degrees. But it's very moist, humid, damp. I'm going to be sweating profusely, probably in minutes. This is a really, really steep part. You need your hands for it, especially when it's wet. I probably should put the camera away. It's only 5 or 6 minutes past the spot that I said I was gonna stop recording last time. 5-6 minutes, and the sweats have begun in earnest. If earnest is the correct word, I think it is. I'm sweating a lot, is what I'm saying. And I'm at the part now. I like this hike. This is this whole hike that I'm doing today is what I call El Clasico. This is my classic hike. I love this one. It's fairly close to my house, only 20 kilometers, maybe something like that. I've done it, as I said, maybe 50 times. There are different parts of it. I often do it by myself because it's a good place to come when there's nobody else. It's the week, and you know, people have to work. I don't. I mean, I can if I want to, but sometimes I choose not to. So I'm comfortable doing this alone, although you still got to be careful. I came with Lilia. She's in the town in Tepoztlan. This is not for her. But we meet up in about 5 or 6 hours. That's how long this hike is for me. And so, yeah, it's a good one. All right, I'm going to go up here. Let me turn this around. And then this part, I like it, a little bit adventurous. Alright, that's it. Now I'm at the good part. This is Los Corredores del Viento. I know, one more little part. I need my hands. There we go. Alright, so I'm at Los Corredores del Viento. This is the cool part. It's not quite a cave, but like an overhang in the mountains. Whoops, I can't do that. And I'm just gonna continue to it. Very easy, relatively easy walk to get to. Very short, maybe 15-20 minutes at the most. Got to be very careful in this one. It's very narrow and it's a long way down. And you get great views over here. I'll do that when it's not so narrow. Here we go. Here we are, people with toques. I love it. One of my favorites, except for the graffiti. So this is what I do here is I finish here, I take a little rest for a few minutes, go above, which takes about another, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, and I go all the way back down. This is where I started, way down here in the forest, and I go all the way right back down to the bottom, and then I go all the way back up much, much, much higher than what I am now, probably 4 times higher than this. And then I come down from that. So about 6 hours for the day. So a little rest for now, and then I'll continue. All right, I've finished my little break. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do the reverse walk. A little drippy here, coming off some leftover rain coming off the mountain, dripping down, but it's not raining. And the white balance goes wonky because I'm going in and out of light and dark. Sounds like a Pantera song, out of the darkness and into the light. Continuing the next leg of the journey. Yeah, I'm going to get that funny white balance I was talking about. Oh, I already went the wrong way. Or did I? I think I go this way. Having a hard time here. I don't know if this is the right way either. I've only done it 50 times. I guess I could have gone the original way. I would have come up here. Haven't been here for a while. And it's hard to remember, or harder to see at this time of year, the rainy season, because everything is really, really full and lush. And it's harder to see where you're going because of the vegetation. Mind the green-white balance, or blue. I think I'm right. No animals. You never see anything here. This looks like a place that you would see everything. I've seen one iguana here in 15, or I guess 17 years of coming here. One snake. Other than that, nothing. Alright, here's where I go. This is the part where I often miss, but I found it on the first time today. This is, can I do this and record at the same time? I think so. It's almost, well, not straight up, but steep. Yes. Very narrow part here. This is where my weight loss comes in handy. A bit of a better action shot there. And now I'm at the part, I've done this many times. I love this part. You gotta just use the roots of the trees and the rocks in your hands to go up. Very adventurous, this part. There we go, my favorite part. Ah. Just about there. Not the final, but the kind of checkpoint. Yes. Very short break. All right, carrying on after a short break. I love that last part. It's kind of difficult in terms of you have to kind of know where you're putting your hands and your feet each time, but it's pretty short. It was, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. So I like that combo. It feels a little bit dangerous, even though I guess it's. I mean, I'm not a daredevil or anything, but not dangerous. It just feels adventurous, I guess is the good word, when you have to use your hands. This part is a little bit similar. I think I've mentioned before, I brought my friend Rick here. He didn't like it. He won't come back, I don't think. Can't really blame him. Left or right? I'll turn this around. Look at this. There's the trail. There's where I came from. And if you look to the right, you get this view. I've missed it for 6 or 7 months, I guess. Whoops. Almost there. I'd say 2 or 3 minutes. No, it was not even 2 or 3 minutes. It's probably just 30 seconds from here. I talk as if I have an audience. All right, here we go. Excellent. Dark and cloudy. Sometimes that's good. A nice clear blue sky is good, but sometimes it's good to have a different look. There it is, Tepoztlan. Just opened this week. It's been closed since April 9th. Only locals are allowed. I think it's very dark. But I've been to a lot of places in Mexico, and this is one of my favorites. Even better that it's close to my house. 20 kilometers. It would be very hard to do this. If you had never done it before and were trying to explore, I think it would be very hard at this time of year with everything. I'll turn this around. With everything being so thick, it's kind of hard to see. It looks like you, maybe at some points like you should, that's the end of it. But the trail is actually fairly clear, especially in the dry season when all this green isn't here. So what I'm going to do now is relax for a bit, just a couple of minutes. Have a little snack, a little drink, a little vanity time. That means selfies. And I'm gonna go all the way back down where I started, and then I'm gonna go all the way back up, but over not even these mountains. Actually, you can't even see where I'm going. It's back and higher than those clouds. So it's gonna be, I guess, maybe right around here, but back. So that's the pyramid is closed. If anybody's watching this, if anybody's watching this at all, which is highly unlikely, and if you're wondering about the pyramid on top of the mountain behind me, the Tepozteco pyramid, is still closed. And I guess will be all the archaeological sites in the whole country are closed until this thing blows over, until the semáforo is back to green, which probably won't be until March next year, maybe later, I don't know. So no archaeological sites, no pyramids, but I can still go up. The pyramid was getting very crowded in the last few years. It was kind of unpleasant to go there, but I'm going to go, as I have many times, I'm going to go above the pyramid and look down on it. Not in a snobby way, the way you look down on things, but I'm going to literally look down on it. I'm at a much higher elevation now than I was before. This is about an hour and a half after the last video, not counting the little stop at the waterfall. I don't know the elevation gain from where I was an hour and a half ago, or just, I guess, 2 minutes ago in video time, but it's a lot. Maybe 800 meters, 2,500 feet, around there. It gets steep here. And the path isn't quite as nice. A little bit more rustic. Rustico. Wow, look at that giant slug. All right, I'll stop recording for now.
Bien rápido a las 4.
Couple of vultures perched up here. I don't think this camera can pick it up. Right here, and another one right there. I'll stop recording for now. I want to take a picture of those with a better camera. Well, they both flew away. So I'll continue. That one was sitting right here. There's his evidence right there. Fantastic view. I love it. I've been here now for 4 hours. It's taken me 4 hours and 10 minutes to get up here where I am. And I'm halfway done because I gotta go down. Not exactly, but well, I do have to go down, but I don't have to go down the first part again. The sky's been like this all day, but not a drop of rain. I can go down a little bit lower. It is dry up here. This is the only place I've seen all day that's dry. Because it's, I don't know, the other part I was at was dry too. I guess if it's exposed like this, it's going to be dry, especially up here, because it gets a lot of wind up here. And there's the pyramid. Not a soul on it. First time I've ever seen that, obviously. I've seen it pretty empty with, I don't know, 5 or 6 people, but maybe even less, but never empty. That's because it's closed because of the coronavirus, obviously. All the archaeological sites in the whole country are closed until further notice. And I'm up at, I think around 9,000 feet here. 3,000 meters, something like that. Vultures. I'll turn this around and wrap this up in my usual style, which means I don't know what to do. I'll be doing some good hikes in a few weeks. I'm going to Arizona shortly for some good hot desert hikes. I should be at Humphreys Peak. I'm flying into Phoenix, staying with my friend in Scottsdale for 8 days. Should be 8 days of hiking, so should be some good ones. The idea is to go to Flagstaff. I think it's 3 hours north of Phoenix, and we're going to try to do Humphreys Peak, which is the highest peak in the whole state. Snow up there sometimes. I saw the weather there the other day. My friend sent me the weather report. It was like -3 or something. It was below 0, but no precipitation. So it's cold enough for snow, but no precipitation. But should be cold. And then we're going to do some desert hikes, which should be hot. I think we'll be in Tucson at least for a day. I don't know if we'll be there, if it'll be an overnight trip, but so some good desert hiking coming up, which I'm very excited about. This trip was supposed to happen in April. I had tickets to see Pearl Jam and Foo Fighters the next night in Phoenix, and then I had tickets to the Suns-Lakers NBA game. I was going to the Diamondbacks-Pirates game. That was all canceled. So I'm redoing it, and this will be, there obviously won't be any concerts or sporting events or anything. I'm looking at a vulture over here. Just 100% hiking, which is not so bad for me. So I think that's all. What a great day it was to come up here and do a real hike. My first real hike in since April, May, June, July, August, September. 5 months, over 5 months. It was April 2nd. I did a Cusco volcano. So it's good to be out in places that I really like. There's nobody here. It's great. I would always love to come here on weekdays rather than weekends. Sundays have become miserable here in the last few years. Just too many people, and as I've mentioned before in some other videos, not just people, but not a very nice class of people. They leave garbage all over. They're loud. They play music. Very rude and inconsiderate. So it's very nice to be here, up here where it's quiet, nice, unbelievably humid today. I saw it was 91% humidity, but cool. I don't think it's any more than probably 22, maybe 23 degrees, maybe 20, but very, very humid. I'm really sweaty, but it feels nice. So that's it. So from Tepoztlan, I'm not sure, Tepozteco, Cerro de la Luz, maybe it's called. I've said before, I'm not really sure the names of all these places. Anyway, that's all. See ya. Little bonus footage. I don't know if I can combine videos from different cameras into one video. I'll see. But I thought I'd get a close-up of the pyramid. And over here, this is, I call this Broccolilandia. You're up above the forest. And it looks like a bunch of broccoli. I've said that before. But here's the pyramid. There's the town. There's the church, I think. One of the churches, is that? No, that's, I think that's the market. Let's go back to the pyramid. Oh, my phone is ringing. I'll get that in a minute. We'll detract those vultures. Oh, there's a bunch. All right. All right, that's it. Over and out. I think if I can find out how to stop the video. Yes.